So, you want to bag your BMW E36. Hello and welcome to another video, guys. So, we have now in our studio a BMW E36. Finally, nakita nyo naman siguro yung previous videos natin. We already done the E90. Now, this time we have the E36. Okay? A 90s, well sought after na BMW 4-door sedan. Okay? The 3 Series back then. Okay? So before we start nga pala, I would like to thank Miko Del Rosario, the owner of this car. This is Wet. Ang pangalan niya is Wet. Manila fitted na yung kotse. That means this has been chosen to be the icon of the E36 sa stand scene. Miko Del Rosario, konting background lang, he was part of Fitment back in 2019 pa. Bago pa mag-pandemic, magkakilala na kami. He supported the cause, kung anong gusto namin ipakita sa community na to at iambag sa community na to, the reliability, the technology. He believed on it, and now, 3 years later, okay, he's still here with us. He still have his project car. Nagsimula kami sa views niya back then. Now he has an E36. Nilipat namin ang airsource niya dito. Mahabang story yun. You can watch the vlogs back then if you want to know more about this car. Pero this car is now turned into an icon. Okay? Si Wet ay icon na sa Pilipinas, and I'm really happy to be part of this build. So with that being said, this is actually a So You Want to Bag Your E36 video, not a history episode of this car. So ngayon, we're going to discuss kung paano namin in-airsource tong coaching to, what we did to the front and the rear, what type of suspension it has, and we're going to discuss how the E36 is a good platform. But before all of that, please like and share the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell icon for the notification, okay? Please lend me your ears as we will discuss the under chassis part of this video. If you have an E36, this will be very, very helpful for you. And it will actually, give you confidence na mag-air suspension na rin, di ba? So, okay, let's discuss how to bag this car. See you in a bit. Hello and welcome to the front suspension of the BMW E36. Right out of the bat, we have a coilover setup converted to air springs by yours truly, Fitment Engineering. And ang brand ng coilovers na to, if I'm not mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong, ang tagal na kasi ng airsource na to, is actually called Gecko coilovers. Kung mapapansin mo, I don't know why, pero may lalagyan siya na stab link dito, pero wala siyang stab link. Must have been from another car or a different version of the E36, I don't know. Pero it's a McPherson type strut, ibig sabihin, pag kumabig yung manibela ng kotse, umiikot to. So yung fittings natin ng air sus, yan, sa may kanan, gumagalaw yan. Pag kumabig yung manibela the other way, it will rotate, and this will go here and there, and you get the point. It pivots on the axis sa taas, so the shock itself is moving, the fitting itself is moving, and therefore, that poses a hazard sa atin kasi the fitting will actually move, it might hit the tires, it might hit the wall. So yan yung pinaka parang kailangan mong tandaan when you're doing air suspension for these types of cars. Okay? So, that being said, just have to worry about the clearances. Clearances naman, maluwag to. You have to note nga pala, E36 have one of the biggest wheel wells that you can have. So, I'm playing my hands left and right. So, yan. Sobrang luwag niya. And at the same time, nga pala, I have to take note na ito pong airsource na to is more than 2 years na. So, this is more than 2 years worth of air suspension usage. And the bags are holding up and the suspension is looking good. Okay? So, wala akong masabi. Everything is still intact the way we did it before. Nagpalagay lang si paring Miko ng height sensors. That's why the car is back here. Height sensors back there. I don't know if you can see it. Pero, yeah. For now, let's move on to the back side of the car where we will discuss more about the under chassis ng likod ng itong BM na to. And let's see the clearances and what we did back then, back in the day. So, let's actually go to that right now. Alright, hello and welcome to the rear suspension of the BMW E36. And as you can see, right out of the bat, it's actually a divorced spring setup. Dati, nandito yung spring niya. Of course, ito naman yung shocks, okay? Divorced layout, we have our height sensors right here on the left side. I know you might have noticed that. But zooming into the bag, As you can see, medyo masikip yung clearances natin for the BMW. So this actually, ito sinentro pa namin to back in the day kasi sasabit yung bag natin dito sa control arm na to. Pero that's the only way to mount this type of bag. And back then, wala kaming ibang type of bag kundi ito. If I were to build the car now, I could actually use a different type of bag sa likod. Our Super Slims will work well here. It's a double bellow version. It's a smaller version of the double bellow bag na ginagamit natin here in your face. Pero yeah, this is a 2-year-old build, so take into account na luma pa yung mga design natin dito. Our locking mechanism for the bag is actually quite old na rin. Pero yeah, the platform itself is still holding up. So dun ako happy. Kasi 2 years, non-stop using. Okay, ginagamit pa ni Miko to sa lahat ng mga car meets. Doesn't have any problems. Until now, nagpakabit nga lang siya ng height sensors. It's holding up. Para sa akin, the design that we did back then was good. So, kumbaga, in short, meron na kaming basis or alam na namin kahit paano yung ginagawa namin before we even went through a lot of cars. So, that's what I'm proud of my team kasi kahit nagsimula kami sa zero knowledge and we learned through our own cars, we pushed through. Yun ang masasabi ko. So, well done sa mga kasama ko noon. Maraming salamat for having this type of work done on my client's car back then. Really proud of what we did before. So, let's move on to the back side where we actually will be looking at the system sa trunk niya. Let's see our layout. In-upgrade na rin namin yun to Gen 3. So, let's go to that one now. Hello and welcome to the trunk layout of the Bmw E36. As you can see, this is actually our old setup back then. In-upgrade lang namin to Gen 3. Yung gitnang module na upgrade na. It's sporting the new Fitment engineering faceplate and the new case. We have 2 compressors for this car. The tank is still here. Sa ilalim namin nilagay yung system back then because he wants a lot of space. So you can see fully insulated pa rin naman yung gawa namin back then. So, you know where we came from. Nakakatuwa naman that this design or this layout is holding up to our standards ngayon sa panahon natin. And yeah, ngayon, we did go for an under or sa spare tire location natin nilagay because yun nga, space is kailangan ng client. Nothing much to discuss. It's a very simple layout. We just wanted a safe place for the air suspension back then and we were able to get that pretty much, yeah. So, yeah, nothing much to discuss. I don't want to delve into the layout that much kasi it's so basic and wala naman tayong special na pag-uusapan dito. Gusto ko lang ipakita sa inyo yung gawa namin dati. And then yeah, let's move on to the discussion or the conclusion of the car. Let's drop the car and let's actually talk about the BMW E36 and yung kanyang capabilities and its chassis, its popular chassis, okay? Alright, welcome to the outro of the video. So the car is back on the floor. We discussed the front and the back. Konting recap lang. The car is running on coilovers. That's why it's actually bag slammed to the floor. The front is fender to lip. The rear is fender to lip. The fitment is insane. The wheels are insane. The drop is really low. Basta ang pogi ng coaching ito. So sa unahan, recap ulit. Ang unahan ay McPherson type strut. Sa likod ay independent rear suspensions. The backside, nakita nyo yung layout. So, this has been upgraded to Gen 3. Yes, it's rocking on height sensors. Lahat ng yon na-discuss na natin kanina. And I hope you listened. Nakinig ba kayo? If you have an E36, I think it's going to be very, very convincing. Okay? So, that being said, before we start talking about the car, let's actually see the drop of the car. Of course, naka-drop na siya ngayon. As you can see, pogi niya. It was one of the best cars we did back then. I cannot stop saying that, but it is talaga totoo. One of the best cars we have done on the channel and on the business. Ngayon, I think the best way to start is to air up the car. Let's see the dynamics. Of course, it's a slammed car, pero can he still traverse? Makakatawid pa ba yan sa mga kailangan niyang tahakin, Sir Kyle? Well, let's see. Ngayon, sa unahan, we're actually maxed out na yung suspensions. We have around 3 fingers air up clearance. So, ito yung sacrifice niya for getting that fender to lip. Mababa yung air up niya. Pero for him, it's actually doable na. He can traverse multiple locations na with this type of fitment. Okay? That's what I'm trying to say. Ngayon, let's go to the rear side where it's actually, mas mataas yung kanyang lift. The rear side, you can lift around 4 fingers, so medyo nakataas yung puwet niya. But nonetheless, you know, you can actually swivel the car if you want to traverse multiple locations. So ngayon, we're gonna drop the car. Okay? And look at the backside, how it airs out. I don't know if you catch that, pero pumaplakda yung likod, Brad. So anyway, the front didn't go too far. So let's try to connect back. And there it is. Okay. So, that being said, let's actually turn off the car first and let's discuss, okay, what we need to talk about the BMW. So the BMW E36, what a legendary platform, no? Legendary chassis. It's an affordable chassis that you can buy. You can build the BMW on a budget and look good. That's what I'm trying to say. Kumbaga, kung gusto mong maki-join sa E36 platform, hindi ka magsisisi. Yun ang ibig ko sabihin. You can track the chassis, you can stance the chassis, you can daily the chassis. This car is the equivalent of the Honda E-Cake chassis sa Honda. Sa Japanese version niya. Okay? Honda EK SIR VTI is 2. BMW E36, 2-door, 4-door, touring, ano man. Okay? Sedan, 4-door. Ngayon, yun ang sinasabi ko. Yun ang ibig ko sabihin. It's that versatile that you can do a lot of shit with it. Okay? Is it a good stance car? Fuck yeah. Kita mo naman to. Ganda, di ba? Is it a good track car? Yes. Is it a good rally car? Yes. Maganda yung chassis. Okay? The parts, it's actually cheaper than a Honda. So you'll be surprised. So yun nga sinasabi ko eh. It's a very well sought after chassis. So if you're in the market for a affordable Euro car that has a nice ride, okay, magandang stance platform, makakarera mo, made-daily mo, this is it. Okay? There's so many things we can discuss and talk about the E36, but we don't have enough time for it. Okay? Hope you learned a lot for the air suspension part of this car. I really would love to talk about this car once more sometime, but that's not possible because this is So you want to bag your BMW E36 video. And this is how you bag that said car. So, I hope you learned a lot, and kung may E36 ka, please, I would love to work on another E36. Okay? Not much people are doing this platform or investing on this platform. I would love to see more Eurotech sa Philippine stand scene or sa car scene ng Pilipinas. Whatever it is called. Okay? But that's going to be it for now. Okay? Please like the video, share, and subscribe. Hit the bell icon for the notification. Okay? And that's going to be it. Wala na po tayong pwedeng i-discuss pa sa ngayon regarding the air suspension. Okay? And that is how you bag your BMW E36. It's been Cal from Fitment Engineering, and you're watching Fitment TV. And I'll see you on the next episode. Maraming salamat po.